dear friends Nina and Aaron, you have come together in the church so that the Lord may seal and strengthen your love in the presence of the church's minister and this community of faith. In this way, you will be strengthened to keep mutual and lasting fidelity with each other and to carry out the other duties of marriage. And so, in the presence of the church, I ask you to state your intentions. Aaron and Nina, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
We have.
Will you love and honor each other as husband and wife for the rest of your lives?
We will.
Will you accept children lovingly from God and bring them up according to the law of Christ and His church?
We will.
Since it is your intention to enter into this marriage, I invite you to join your hands and declare your consent before God and the church. I, Aaron, take you, Nina, to be my wife.
I, Aaron, take you, Nina, to be my wife.
I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad.
I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
I, Nina, take you, Aaron, to be my husband.
I, Nina, take you, Aaron, to be my husband.
I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad.
I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
You have declared your consent before the church. May the Lord in His goodness strengthen your consent and fill you both with His blessings. What God has joined, we must not divide. It is indeed a privilege for me to be the very first person to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Nina and Aaron Kirk.
Nina is not only my daughter, but she is my best friend and sometimes my mom. Like any other mom, I have always prayed for my daughter, not because she gave me trouble, but because no matter how great your child is, you still worry and want the best of them. Nina is always kind, generous, and loving. When she moved to Bellingham, she always calls me almost every day, except of course if she have a date with Aaron on weekends. But she tries to tell me wherever she goes. But of course, I thought that she will tell me everything, but maybe not, right?
So when they first met, back in, I think, 2015, I knew right away that something was going on. He didn't tell me he met anyone, right? I came over to his place, and his room and his living area was so clean. I mean, I had never seen it as clean as I saw it that day, ever. I mean, if you knew Aaron back in his bachelor days, he wasn't really well known for his organizational skills, I guess you could say. Matt Howie, I think you lived with him for quite a while, but anyways. So not only was his room clean, but we were going to go climbing down to Vital, and so we get into his car, and his car has been like meticulously detailed. He had this old 1995 Toyota Camry, and I swear he must have been out there waxing that thing. That thing was it was looking about as good as you could get that thing. And at that point, I looked over at Aaron and I was like, what's going on? You know, like, is there something that I don't know about? You know, and he kind of blew it off. He's like, oh, you know, I met someone, and I just want to make a good first impression. And he's like, well, you can meet her. You know, she'll be down at Vital, the climbing gym. And so I was like, great. And we went down to Vital, and there's Nina. She was in the cave, I guess you'd call it, the area where all like the really hard routes are. And she was climbing this route that I couldn't climb, and I don't think Aaron could climb it. And she made that look so easy, like she just cruised right up that. And I looked over at Aaron and I said, I'd be cleaning my room too if I were you. But in all seriousness, though, Aaron, he's one of the most loyal, honest, good-hearted guys that I've ever met. And when he told me that he was planning to ask Nina to marry him, I knew right away that he was, 100% positive and serious about what he was telling me. Aaron's not the kind of person that bluffs. He doesn't kind of, he makes his decision and he stays true to what he wants. And I know this because, I know Aaron really well, right? And I know and I've also played poker with Aaron, okay? And Aaron just doesn't bluff. Like when you're playing poker with Aaron, he doesn't bluff at all, okay? And if he bets a little bit, that means he's probably got like a pair or like a three pair or something, and he's like thinking he's got a chance, But if he bets a lot, that means he's planning to win, and take your money. And tonight, Aaron's definitely got a royal flush.
Thank you for keeping your promise. Don't cry, because that means both of us are going to cry. Thank you for keeping your promise and having me stand by your side tonight as your maid of honor and forever in life as your sister. Aaron, welcome to our family. I know we're really, really big and sometimes too loud and sometimes overwhelming, but now you're part of us, and we will always be here for you with open arms if ever you need anything. You're part of us. Thank you for making her the happiest I've ever seen her. I've never, ever in my life, and I promise you I've known her since we were babies, she's never, ever talked about someone as highly as she talks about you, and talks about how much you make her so happy in every single way. So thank you.
This beautiful couple met 3 years ago at a climbing gym, which is a story I think most of you know already. And climbing, it occurred to Kate and then to me when I followed her inspiring idea. Love and marriage and climbing have a lot in common. They require inspiration. They require focus. They require learning and strength training. And these are two very strong people, as anyone who's climbed with them, or for that matter, hugged them, knows. And it takes tremendous commitment to the process. And one other thing that occurred to me as I was thinking about giving this speech is that sometime when you're climbing, you'll fall. And if you're well prepared, the fall will be fine. If you're well supported, you'll come out of the fall. And if you're tied together with a partner who's really strong and competent, you'll come out of the fall. The rewards of climbing are many, and they're not entirely predictable. This is a lot like a marriage. And it's not just about reaching the goal. It's about the journey. It's not just about reaching the summit. It's about everything that happens along the way. All those moments that make climbing special. Climbing is said to be a full body workout. Marriage, in many, many ways, is a full body workout as well. So here's to Aaron and Nina. Let's lift our glasses one final time to the best couple I've ever met.